Hey guys, what's going on? Hayden here, and I want to discuss the fact that are we getting a Nintendo Direct in January? And the reason, of course, that I'm talking about this, as I'm sure you've probably imagined, is we randomly got a good fair amount of information from Nintendo recently, seemingly out of nowhere. We got the release dates for Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. We got the release date for Yoshi's Crafted World. We found out what our next batch of NES games are, being Zelda 2 and Blaster Master. From Capcom, we found out that Dragon's Dogma is coming to the Switch, I believe, in April. So we got a fair amount of information right around the time we were expecting a Nintendo Direct. So a lot of people are wondering, are we actually still getting a Direct? The shorter answer is, to me, I think yes. I can't remember the last time in January where there wasn't a Nintendo Direct, or, you know, the Nintendo Switch presentation 2 years ago, which of course took the place of a Nintendo Direct. But it has been for the past, several years, I think like the past 5 or 6 years, we've gotten a blowout of Nintendo information in January. And I don't think that's going to be different this year. There are so many games that we really don't know much about. I mean, Animal Crossing, that's the big one on everyone's mind. People are probably frothing at the mouths about Animal Crossing. All we know is that it's coming this year. What's it called? Fire Emblem, Three Houses. That's something we also really don't know much about. We got a trailer for it last year, and then Nintendo just kind of went silent on it. I believe it was at E3, so, we don't know anything about that. What's it called? Daemon X Machina. That new IP that I have no idea what's going on about. It was shown off at E3 last year. We still know nothing about that. By the way, I've got my tea here. I'm just keeping this super casual. It's cold as hell out, so I'm drinking some tea. But the point is, there's a lot of big stuff that we don't know anything about. I've got a list here just on my computer. The Final Fantasy games. I mean, there's a bunch of third-party stuff too. There's a bunch of Final Fantasy ports that are coming to the Switch this year. FF7, FF10. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But there's a lot of Final Fantasy games coming to the Switch this year. But we don't know when, and if they're all coming at the same time, or in a collection, or, spliced throughout the year, which is, I would hope is what they would do. So you don't have all this Final Fantasy at once, just overwhelming people, but yeah, so we don't really know about that. We had no freaking idea what Retro Studios is working on. I've predicted that they would show off their game at the past 2 E3s, and it still hasn't happened yet. Star Fox Grand Prix, maybe? Who knows? We don't know anything about Metroid Prime 4 or Pokemon Gen 8, but I also don't think we were going to get information about them in a supposed January Direct. Pokemon will get revealed on its own time, and I feel like that'd be more towards like the spring, like April-ish. Metroid, I almost feel like is E3. But, there's no more Wii U ports that we know about. I mean, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe comes out tomorrow. I still think there's going to be a few more. I mean, 3D World would be a perfect one for that. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I know that's a lot of people. There's a very specific subset of Nintendo's fan base that wants that game on Switch that never got to play it on Wii U. So, I think there's more Wii U ports coming, and we don't know about any other ones. The Wonderful 101, that's another one that I think people would be super into. Point is, there's a lot of stuff we don't know about, and I could just keep on going. I mean, there's a few third-party stuff that we know about that's releasing on the same day as other platforms, which is really nice, like Crash Team Racing and Mortal Kombat 11. So I feel like we are going to see more of that this year, so I'd like to find out what other big third-party games are going to be releasing on the Switch day and day with PS4, Xbox One, PC. That would be a good thing to know about. There's a lot of holes that Nintendo needs to fill. Resident Evil 4, that's coming to the Switch this year. Wargroove. There's a bunch of Dragon Quest games coming to the Switch this year. I could just keep going on and on. I think you kind of get where this video is going, though. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about. We don't even know about a February game yet. Now, granted, February is a bit of a downtime for Nintendo. There's usually not a huge amount of releases there. I mean, last year we got Bayonetta 1 and 2, but ultimately those were ports of games that were on the Wii U. Bayonetta 1 is from like 2009 or 2010 or something, so that wasn't a massive release, I would say. And I don't feel like that'll change for February, but I feel like they might, give us like a here you go $20 whatever game. In the same vein as like maybe Sniffer Clips or something. Because I feel like they want to have a constant stream of games. Like, they didn't... Nintendo in 2018 was good, I would say, but kind of inconsistent. Their first-party offerings weren't nearly as strong as their 2017 offerings. Of course, they ended strong with Pokemon and Smash, but throughout the year, it wasn't amazing. The third parties definitely picked up the slack, though, but I feel like this year, it's going to be a lot of third-party and a lot of first-party. Nintendo kind of had 2018 to, let the third parties kind of take over a bit, but I feel like Nintendo really wants to come back this year with their first-party stuff, and again, Animal Crossing is coming out this year, Fire Emblem is coming out this year, Pokemon Gen 8 is coming out this year, I didn't even mention Luigi's Mansion, we don't even know when that's coming. We've got a trailer for that. It seems like the game is, somewhat off the ground, so let's find out more about that. I mean, the infamous Pikmin 4, is that ever gonna happen? Like, we found out about that like 3 or 4 years ago, that it was almost complete apparently, and then it just never happened, so... And I know for a fact, like, Hey Pikmin is definitely not Pikmin 4. It cannot be Pikmin 4. That is definitely a spin-off. But, yeah, there's tons of stuff we don't know about. If you think we're not getting a January Direct, I think that's a little weird. I definitely think that there's way more information that we don't know about than what we do know about, which I think warrants a Nintendo Direct. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think we're still getting one? Maybe next week. It's Thursday now when I'm recording this, so I don't think we're getting one this week unless they just shadow drop it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not already for more on Nintendo and other gaming goodness. Alright, peace out guys. Bye.